Welcome everybody to the first episode of the Unscripted podcast.
It's not the first episode, man.
It's the first one we're releasing, bro. Last episode was a test drop.
It was delayed.
Very delayed. Like, it's never gonna drop. This is your co-host, Kinski the Clona, and the Yuri Saliska. And the Oklahoma City Thunder are a city of champions.
Let's talk about it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I like about the NBA right now is it's been like the last 7 years or so, there's been like a different champion every single year.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know who's going to win a championship what year. And that's really good for the sport. We don't have no more dynasties. We have just randomized.
This is whoever's good, like, right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like different from the NFL because, you know, the Chiefs are going to be good. You know
the
like,
Bills are going to be good.
Yeah.
You know the Ravens are going to be
you
good.
know it's going to be, like, out of those top 5 teams.
Nobody would have expected the Pacers, out of all teams, they haven't won a championship in their 67 years of being existed, to make it to the finals.
I got to give it to him, bro. Like, that's props. And props to Halliburton, bro. Like, that boy,
he's
on one leg,
soldier.
man.
Speaking of that, what are your thoughts on the people saying, "Oh, the championship doesn't count because he got injured"?
I feel like everyone gets injured in the playoffs, bro. Especially like in the finals, because a couple years ago, Kawhi was playing Golden State, and Curry got hurt, Clay got hurt, and KD got hurt. So it's like you can't take that from him. And Golden State has won championships when other teams have gotten hurt, like when they were playing the Cavs. Like Kyrie got hurt, and
Kawhi got hurt.
That
same year, Kyrie got hurt,
and Kevin Love got hurt, bro. So
arm. You can say
you can't like injuries are a factor, but they're not like an excuse to like say a ring is less.
Shay's not like you expect them to like just break Shay's leg right after to say it's even.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna play that game, we could do an asterisk against like every championship. Like 2018, like the Warriors swept them, but we're gonna say like because LeBron's eye or like his hand.
Even this year, like when the Knicks were playing the Celtics, Tatum tore his Achilles too.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they would have lost anyway, but that's a good point. Like
like that's the thing. Like it's the unknown. Like you'll never know.
Yeah.
Because
they're saying Caruso, who won like shout out Caruso, second championship. They're saying both his championships are fake. Because his first was in the bubble.
And he said like I guess he got a real one now, but I think his first one was like
I think
a
that was
little
the hardest
tougher, bro.
one he could.
Think about the environment, bro. Like you're in the bubble.
No family. You can't
COVID's going on in the world. Like
can't even get wings.
You walk down the sidewalk and you see your opponents, and it's like
no fans.
Yeah.
So like there's literally no advantage. They only say it was the it doesn't count because LeBron won it. If any other team won,
yeah, I bet you it would have been.
But if LeBron lost it, he lost it.
They were like, oh, this team overcame the oppression of the NBA bubble
in a pandemic.
That's a tough ring to win.
Yeah. So whatchamacallit? So the Thunder, they went from having trading Paul George. They had Chris Paul. They had a big three way back in there.
Yeah, you can
Kevin
start
Durant,
all the way back there.
James Harden, Westbrook.
It started by them trading Harden, and then after that it was, what move did they make?
Eventually, 2017, I remember Westbrook went to the Rockets.
Yeah, they traded him for Chris Paul.
Yeah, and then Chris Paul and Shea, they made the playoffs together, but got first round.
I remember that playoff. Like that went to 7 games, right?
Yeah, against the Rockets.
That was a good game.
That was in the bubble too.
That was a good game, bro.
But really, like, it's kind of surprised me. Like they had those many superstars over the years, and this is the team that's gonna be that's really like has the biggest chance of being a dynasty.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna take OKC like a few more years to get where they're at, even though they're like good, like in the regular season they were good too. So it's like that's why it's not an excuse that a lot of other teams had injuries because they were the best team in their conference, even when everyone else were healthy.
Yeah.
But I thought it was gonna take them longer just because they're like a younger guy. Chet is like
he's like 21.
He's in like his third year, right? Because that first year,
he was out the whole year.
Yeah.
So this is his second year.
From the ankle injury.
Could barely drink the champagne line.
And now I guess like Wemby can't even like talk down to him or anything.
Yeah, he has a ring.
They had that thing going on, but like he has a ring, bro. To have a ring that young, your career is like a huge confidence boost. So like a lot of people don't have rings, bro. A ring is not easy to come across in the league.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like Chet, like I think he's gonna be a great player, but if you're like actually watching the series, his defense was amazing. Like shout out to him, he had 5 blocks in Game 7, most blocks in the Game 7 in the finals. But this dude's like offense was so terrible at times. Like he was looking like like a poor man's Porzingis, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he was doing.
He's like 21, right?
Yeah.
So like, bro, he has time. He has a lot of time to grow. Like a lot of players don't win their first ring until like a lot of like good players. A lot of players that you think about, they don't win until like 26, 28. Like
yeah, Jordan didn't win like his first ring until like his late 20s.
Yeah. So it's like congrats to
Shaq,
man. And Shea, like, MVP of the league.
MVP.
One of the best years.
Finals MVP, conference finals MVP, and scoring title.
Right. I think that's the first time someone's done that, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't really count the conference MVPs, but, like, besides that was the first time someone's done it in, like, decades.
So, yeah. Shout out to the OKC boys, man.
I'm not gonna lie. They really have a chance to be a dynasty, because I'm gonna break down, like, these pieces that can make them a dynasty defensive wise. Defensive wise, they already have Alex Caruso off the bench. If you were watching them playing the Nuggets, this dude was literally like getting stops on Jokic. Like I'm talking about.
Without him, they don't go past the Nuggets.
Like bro, this dude's like he's 6'4".
It was all up on him, bro.
And then how many people can say they're 6'4" guys guarding Jokic and getting actual steals? Then you have Chet, who's like his offense could use some work, but defensive wise, he's one of the best.
But he's young,
shot
bro,
blockers
so it's like it doesn't
already.
even matter.
He's one of the best shot blockers already. Like Wemby's probably number 1, and Chet could be like 2 or 3. The thing is, like, his defense gets overlooked so much because they have good defensive guards. So
I think his defense probably gets overlooked because they're expecting so much of him in offense. You know, like when he was drafted, I didn't really think of him as like a defensive guy because he had a bag. So.
Yeah, he was supposed to be KD. Every 7-foot guy with a bat who can shoot is KD.
Yeah,
but like, whatchamacallit? If he was on a team without the guards that they had, he would average so many more blocks.
More blocks?
Like blocks, because he's one of the best help defenders in the NBA. But OKC's guards don't really get beat like that, so he doesn't have to help as much on that team.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so like his blocks could be like way higher. He's already has one of the highest amount of blocks in the league.
Yeah.
Then you got Cason Wallace. He's everywhere, and he's only like 23, maybe.
They got a young team, bro. Shea is only like 26, right?
Yeah, they're the second youngest team to win the championship.
What was the first?
I have no idea. Someone tell us in the comments who's the youngest team to ever win a championship. Then you have Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams is kind of a cornball, but he was playing center for half the year because Chet was injured and Isaiah Hartenstein was injured. So they had him playing center. What is he, like 6'8"?
I don't know.
Playing center is crazy. And then Shea is like always in the passing lanes getting steals.
Yeah.
Doing what he got to do on defense and offense. That's a dynasty.
I know you want to call him a dynasty, but I feel like just like one or two moves could like make or break that future dynasty, bro.
Or make it better. Think about it.
It could make it better or it could break it.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna like Chet, J-Dub, Shea. That's a good big
You can
three.
keep those 3.
Yeah. Then you can like kind of shop around a little bit.
But they have a lot of picks too.
Yeah.
If I'm OKC, bro,
they don't really gotta do anything because they can run it back right now.
They could. I don't know if they could, bro. Because think about who they went up against. They went up against the Pacers.
But let's look at it
against both.
They could beat Denver
East and the West, but like
they can beat Denver next year.
Injuries played like I would say like more this year than last year's. Like injury played a major role.
I feel like it plays a major role every year though.
Yeah, but like think about this year. When do you have like 2 like actual stars tear their ACL, bro, or their Achilles? Tatum tore his and Halliburton tore his, bro.
And
think about it. That's why like you talked about and Dame. Like you talk about the future of the league. It is in good hands, but like a lot of these injuries are like major injuries, bro. Like they're coming quick.
Kendrick Perkins was talking about this the other day. He was like, players need to stop playing on calf strains because Tatum had a calf strain, I think, before he tore his ACL. Achilles. Halliburton had a calf strain.
Yeah.
And back in 2019, KD had like a really bad calf strain, and they still told him like, "Oh, we can win a championship. Play."
That's a hard thing, bro.
Like your career, like your future career, like this could be your only chance to win the championship.
Yeah.
Halliburton said he doesn't regret it though. He said he doesn't regret it.
Think about it. The Pacers have never won a championship. If you could be that guy to bring them their first championship,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't blame you, Hallie.
Bro, they're never gonna forget you.
Like, they're not gonna forget for this.
You're gonna be like the king of Indiana. It's like
they're not forgetting him.
It's Indiana, but it's like you're their king, bro. So.
King of the cornfields. They're not gonna forget him for this either, bro.
Yeah, like he took him far, bro. It's almost like you could almost say it's like the Jimmy Butler Cinderella story, and
Butler had 2 Cinderella stories
in Miami, but this one was just a little different, you know.
Yeah, but like after he went out, like it was Benedict Mathurin and T.J. McConnell, like. T.J. McConnell, no one expected him to play as good as he did. Siakam, like, he kind of vanished in Game 7 after Hallie went down. Like
that's why like I don't think he like deserved the MVP. The conference MVP.
If you know me, I was literally saying Siakam could win Finals MVP if they win it, and then Hallie went down. We didn't know like Siakam like put up a missing poster.
Where as soon as he went down, I knew like. Yeah, like, your best player just went down, bro.
I was hoping he would come back.
Your morale just went down. Come back.
I didn't, until I saw the snap, then I was like, oh, he's not coming back. Because I just, when I started watching the game, he was just banging the floor.
Yeah.
But, bro, if he came back...
Those non-contact injuries are, like...
And, I'm going to put a video, I'm going to put an edit, and so y'all can see it actually snapped, bro. It was,
Go ahead and put it in.
It's going to be somewhere right here. Bro, and then you have T.J. McConnell. This dude had 10 points in the third quarter by himself. 5'10". Timothy John McConnell.
Bro, the Pacers played their heart out, man.
They all did. Benedict Mathurin coming off the bench, leading scorer for a lot of these games. Who else they got? Aaron Naismith. He had some crazy games. He had that game against New York where he had 30 in overtime. I don't know, because Halliburton's probably going to be out for most of next year.
Yeah, for sure.
For probably all of next year. Because Achilles is 9 months.
Yeah.
What do they do? What do they do if he's going to be out?
Shoot, get some of your young guys some play time.
Yeah, Mathurin, Naismith. McConnell's not old. McConnell's not young, but...
And I don't know, if you're the Pacers, do you make moves? Because think about it, if I'm a superstar, right?
Yeah.
And
how do you advertise Indiana?
Okay, it's even harder to advertise now because Halliburton just tore his Achilles, bro. That's a major. That's career changing. If you don't come back, I won't say career ending, but it's career changing because now, like I just said, if I'm a superstar, Pacers just went to the finals, man. I might want to go over there, but. Their best player just tore his Achilles, bro.
You're telling me I gotta play with Miles Turner?
That. Yeah.
Miles Turner, bro, this dude was here, he's their longest tenured player in 9 years. What did he do in Game 7? This dude is a 7-foot center that can't play defense.
Yeah, it's
I'm not gonna lie, I'm throwing a package with Miles Turner, some picks.
For who? You can't get Giannis anymore after what?
Giannis wasn't gonna go.
I know, but just think about it was an option, but it's definitely not now after what Allie's dad did, bro.
Giannis did not want to go to Indiana,
bro. I'm just saying, because they were low-key feuding for the last few years.
It was a good rivalry too.
Yeah.
Well, that rivalry's over.
Injuries
caught up with Indiana. Giannis is on his way out. He has one foot out the door.
So KD just went to the Rockets.
Yeah.
Do you think Giannis is... Alright.
Giannis needs to stay in the East.
What do you think? You say he needs to stay in the East?
Yeah, as a Warriors fan, I don't want to play him 4 times a year.
But think about what do you think the chances are of him actually going somewhere else, out of 100?
I feel next year. Cause
you don't think he's going anywhere this year?
I don't think he's going to go anywhere this year, but I do think he's going to leave next year.
Next year? His contract is 2027?
I'm not sure. Someone fact
check.
Or
2026.
I know he still has time on the contract, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel he's gonna stay 1 more year. the talks are like, Giannis, you need to get serious about winning. Brooklyn and Toronto,
Yeah,
he just likes the cold, bro.
Bro, he's originally from Nigeria, then he moved to Greece. I don't know how he likes the cold, bro.
Like, why do you want to go to Brooklyn? What's actually in Brooklyn? Anyways, on to the next topic.
Nah, like, let's say if Giannis goes somewhere, if he goes to San Antonio, bro, because they have like the realistic trade package for him.
What's the realistic trade package?
Castle, the second round pick, and a few.
You can't trade the Rookie of the Year,
bro. It's Giannis, bro. Finals MVP, bro. You're telling me bro. Giannis is what? He's just turned 30, bro. He's just in his prime now, and
they already have the future face of the league.
He's gonna be in his prime for 5 to 6 more years.
You can get a package without putting Castle in there.
I'm just saying it's easier if you do.
It's
easier if you do, bro.
San Antonio's not.
I think they would. Let's say you.
Castle's untouchable. Like, we don't want.
He's not untouchable, bro.
Yeah, no one's untouchable after the Luka trade.
Nah, there are.
There's no more untouchables anymore in the NBA after the Luka trade.
I think there are. I think LeBron's probably untouchable.
I mean, LeBron's
untouchable. Curry's untouchable, and Giannis. Out of those 3, everything else is fair game.
You want to put Jokic in there?
Yeah.
Because Jokic is the best player in the league.
But that's it. I feel like they can move Shea if they really wanted to. I don't think they would.
Shea's untouchable too,
Nah,
actually.
he's not,
He
bro.
just won finals.
I'm not gonna lie. He's not like that, bro.
Shea? Alexander?
Out of all those guys.
Mr. Aura?
Bro, out of all those guys I named, they're all better than him. Am I lying?
Yeah, bro.
Am I lying?
He just had one of the best seasons ever.
Am I lying, though?
He's better than Curry right now. Not all time. Don't get it twisted. He's better than Curry right now. He's better than LeBron right now.
Okay.
He's definitely better than LeBron right now.
So if you're a GM, think about the way Curry plays. If you're a GM and
Curry don't get no whistles, bro.
Hold up, bro. If you're a GM and you have a brand new team and you have the option between Shea and Curry, who are you picking?
Shea.
Yeah, no, you're not, bro.
Curry's 37. Curry's 37.
Bro,
why would I pick Curry to build a new team? He's 37.
Team around. I don't even. Bro,
Curry's 37.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. No.
No one's picking. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
Curry is my favorite player. I'm not.
Okay,
picking
name me two really good players.
Jokic, Giannis.
Okay, would you rather team up Jokic and Giannis with Curry or Jokic and Giannis with Shea?
Bro, Curry don't have that much time.
No. Just answer the question, bro.
Shea's better right now.
No, answer the question I just asked.
I'm pairing them up with Shea.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I don't believe that.
Shea's like, bro.
No, you're not, bro. You're not.
What? Bro, do you not understand Curry's 37?
Okay, what is Shea is not like that, bro.
Finals MVP.
Shea, bro, I understand he's the MVP. He had a great season, right?
Chad, just
think
Chad
about,
handle my light work for me, bro.
Think about the people around Shea. Put Curry in Shea's situation. I think he does better than Shea.
We're gonna have to let the comments decide that.
Bro, if you put Curry in Shea's situation, he does better than Shea.
I'm not agreeing with you.
I agree with myself. Bro,
you should agree with yourself. You're a grown man.
Bro, you put Curry in Shea's position right now, he does better.
You also got to think Curry doesn't get whistles either, so
it doesn't matter. He can score like whenever he can get.
He's getting double teams, triple teams, quadruple teams, flagrants thrown at him. Like it's
okay.
Not,
So if that happens,
you guard Curry and Shea completely different ways.
But think about it. Think about the people around Shea. Like if they're guarding him like that, he just dish it out to he has teammates, bro. He has teammates he can dish it to. Like maybe if they're guarding you, like they either shut the ball and let him have a game. You get what I mean?
I'm still picking Shea, bro.
No, you're not, bro. You got. I know what you're thinking, bro. But if you throw, like I said, if you throw Curry in Shea's situation, I think he does better.
Say what you want.
That's just my opinion.
Even if you think Curry's better, why would I trade him for maybe like another 3-4 max years of Curry when Shea has like so much time left ahead of him?
Time doesn't mean anything, bro.
Time
you know what you have right now. That's how it is in the league.
You can win right now and you can win in the future with Shea.
No, the future is like you don't know for certain, bro.
You're picking the young guy every time.
I know, bro. Curry and Shea, like I'm just saying.
Shea's better now.
I'm just saying, like if I had to construct a team around them, I would go Curry over Shea.
Yeah, your team's getting.
You say Shea is older, but
Curry's
play style. You can play the way he plays for a few more years, bro.
Yeah, a few. Shea's literally just won. Why would I pick anyone over the person who just won Finals MVP?
Bro,
you heard what Giannis said. Whoever wins Finals MVP is the best player in the world. That was his.
But you just said like, I can name you 4 players that are better than Shea right now, bro.
Not Curry.
Giannis is better than him.
What does that have to do with me picking
Jokic
Shea over Curry?
I'm just saying, like, there's players like better than Shea right now, man. Shea, I'm not dissing Shea or anything. Shea's a great player, bro. Like, he just
even better than Curry.
Right now, I guess, bro.
Shoot, better than Giannis, but I'm not gonna get that.
Better than Giannis right now?
Yes.
No, that's not true, bro.
Actually, no, I'll take that back.
Yeah, like that's not true, bro. You know that's not true.
I'll take that back because of defense.
You put Giannis on OKC.
All right, bro. We'll go to the next topic.
He's sweeping, bro. He's sweeping everyone. We'll move on to the next topic. That's a topic for another day.
We're gonna have to let the comments decide if you'd rather have Curry or Shea right now. But I was gonna ask you, do you think Shea's way he plays basketball, do you think it's unethical? And how do you feel about him getting extra whistles?
I'm not gonna say it's unethical because it's not like he's the one calling the fouls for himself. The refs are the refs, bro. They like, if they're giving him the fouls, then that's on them. Like if people think that he's getting everything he wants, then maybe they should reflect the way that they're like judging his game. You know?
Yeah.
Especially in like game 7s and like at some point you just gotta let him play basketball, man. Like if he's purposely getting to the line all these times, then maybe you should take a look at how you're calling the calls. You get me? Mm-hmm. But I can't blame it on Shea. Like if he's getting the calls and I'm winning the games by doing this, I'm not gonna stop it because you think that they're just giving me these calls. I'm a free throw merchant. Like I'm not gonna like change up the way I'm playing and cause my team to not win because people say something. You get me?
Yeah, people are gonna say something anyway.
Like if this playing style brought me all these accolades and a Finals MVP, I'm not gonna change that because people are calling me a free throw merchant.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like not even just in basketball, but just in life. Even they would have found something to like take away from his game anyway.
Yeah,
because like he's a pure bucket when you actually like watch the games. And my thing is like when you had like Kevin Durant doing the rip through back in the day, and like James Harden doing like the double step back.
Yeah,
like they're just using the rules to their advantage.
Yeah, like if you know the rules are the rules for a reason. If you're not breaking them, then I can't knock you.
Yeah, and when you actually look at Shea's style, like these are like, for the most part, like obviously some of them are flops and like some of them, but for the most part, these are like actual NBA fouls.
Yeah.
And another thing is like he has one of the highest driving usages in the NBA, and if you drive to the paint more than other people.
And think about it, like props to him for like actually driving. Like a lot of players just want to dish threes all game, so like props to him for changing it up a little bit and going for something. You get me?
I say he's actually an ethical hooper. He doesn't even shoot the most free throws in the NBA. I think it's Giannis, but that's a different story because Giannis gets tackled.
Yeah, right.
But he doesn't even shoot the most free throws in the NBA. But he drives more than most players. Mm-hmm. So I would never say he's a free throw.
I think there was like a stat that came out today that said like Westbrook got more free throws in his MVP year than Shea did in his. So it's like
people just are annoyed by like his style. But.
Yeah.
And speaking of SGA, but like you know how it is after you win the championship, they're gonna put him in some uncomfortable conversations. People were already putting him over Curry all the time. People were trying to say like top this point guard, top that.
Bro. Alright, tell me what. Give me like an example, like something like you're kind of saying, and I'll tell you what I think.
Shea's like a top 6, top 5 point guard all time.
No.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't even think I can pull him over Chris Paul.
Definitely not over Chris Paul. It's definitely not over Chris Paul.
But he has a few things Chris Paul does not, bro. he has an MVP. He has a Finals MVP.
Chris Paul has a few things he doesn't either, bro. Like, let's look at it.
Well, think about like the things that I'm not gonna say like the things that don't matter, but like things that matter, bro. Like a ring, Finals MVP. Like they knocked Curry for not having as many like Finals MVP as some other players.
That is true, but at the end of the day, if we look at the rest of the resume, Chris Paul still clears. Cause they're trying to say if Siakam won Finals MVP. They're gonna put him over KD, Curry,
No.
Carmelo.
KD has 2.
But that's just like recency bias trolls. Like that's how they talk.
Siakam is not even in the same room as KD.
I got KD top 15 all time.
Top 15?
Yeah. So
right now?
All time.
Or by the time his career ends?
No, right now he's a top 15 all time.
Top 15 all the time?
Yeah.
At 15?
Huh?
At 15?
Nah, like 12, 13.
Oh no, bro.
I think that's a great place for him.
I don't know, bro.
Like he can't. I have 10 players. I think there's more than 10 players that are better than him, but like 12, 13. That's a good spot for KD.
Bro, I don't know.
Even if you don't agree, Siakam's nowhere near that.
I know that, but like, think about the company at 12 and 13.
Like on my list personally, around that spot is where I have like Dwayne Wade.
All right,
Allen
give me a top 10 in no order.
I mean, it's gonna.
And I'll just throw some players in there that could probably kick KD out if we get there.
All right, this is like kind of order, but not really order. Like obviously LeBron, Jordan.
Hold up. OBJ.
LBJ.
Uh-huh.
Jordan.
Uh-huh.
Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe. I'll put Kobe over Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Bird.
Kobe. Magic. Bird.
Kobe,
1, 2, 3,
Magic,
4, 5,
Bird.
6.
Bird and Magic are extremely interchangeable, by the way.
Uh-huh. Just in no order. Just
Yeah.
Shaq.
Yeah. Duncan. I'll put Curry around that spot.
Don't worry about the order.
Wilt.
Wilt.
Bill
All right,
Russell.
hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's
Bill
already
Russell.
10.
I know I said I have him like 13.
Uh-huh.
Hakeem.
Hakeem?
Yeah. Then you can put KD right there. Because after that, like...
no,
Are you
bro.
taking Allen Iverson over him? Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
Cause
That's tough company.
I have KD over Dwayne
I feel
Wade.
like I'm missing somebody, bro. I feel like I'm missing someone.
Not over the Slim Reaper. Slim Reaper is like 12, 13, bro.
Are you putting Derek over KD?
No.
Huh? You're not?
Not at all, bro. No.
I feel like they're almost equal, bro.
No. KD's resume like wipes.
How?
Derek's.
The MVP?
Way more All-Stars, way more scoring champions. He has a league MVP, 2 finals MVP. Dirk only has 1 MVP.
But think about what Dirk did. Think about what Dirk did and think about what KD did.
Alright, we're ranking all times, like, we're not gonna do this. Oh, this ring was like way more hard.
Not even, bro. But rings have different levels of difficulty.
Even if we take out rings from the equation, KD still like solos Dirk. It's not even funny.
Dirk did that by himself, bro.
Bro, if we take out rings, because first of all, KD has more rings.
Yeah.
If we take out rings, best scorer, most talented scorer ever, way higher up there on the scoring list than he is. 4 gold medals, more All-Stars.
I'm not counting gold medals.
Still, if we take it out, more All-Stars, more All-NBAs. Like, what does Dirk have?
That's fair.
So I'm taking KD 12, 13, but
what about Jordan?
There's nobody else.
Bro, I feel like I'm missing someone, man.
Bro, you want to put Charles in there, bro?
Charles Barkley?
No, he's not over KD.
No,
bro. You sound like an old head, bro. You sound like an old head, bro.
Alright, bro. The stuff they said about Charles, bro.
He has no rings, bro. What happened to what you were just saying?
Well, I'm just saying, KD joined the.
What could Charles Barkley actually do better than KD besides rebounding?
He probably have to be like, I'd say the neck and neck, bro.
Even so,
somebody
that still
could
doesn't
put one above each other.
Even if you do that, that still puts KD around 12, 13.
I feel like I'm missing someone. Hold up.
But my original point is I don't think Shay's cracking this conversation anytime
He's not.
soon.
If he wins another, I'm not gonna lie. If he wins,
if he wins another one, like
you can say he's better than Chris Paul.
No, you can't.
If he has 2 MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs. He's better than Chris Paul.
My whole
bro.
thing though.
No. What I just said.
I heard what you say, but let me say what I have to say. My whole thing though is like we can't just be putting these guys in these conversations without longevity. We have to let their careers play out.
Jokic over KD?
No.
All time.
No. Wait.
Okay.
Actually, no. Wait.
We gotta fix the focus.
We have to wait till there's some conversations. We gotta wait till these players' careers actually end.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Even if Shea wins another MVP next year, we don't know what he could do for the rest of his career. That's why longevity plays a big part.
Camera's tripping.
That's the reason LeBron became my goal because of his longevity. Technical difficulties. It's good.
Look at it. We can cut this part out.
Yeah, I'll put it like that.
Like that. Dang. Bro, still. I don't know how to fix
Should we stop recording and start recording again?
It's not gonna fix anything. It was way clear before. That's not how it was before, right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, it's good.
It's good?
Yeah. But bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties.
I'm putting Jokic over KD.
You're putting Jokic over KD?
Yes.
Do you really not want KD in the top 15?
Bro, no, I'm not trying to not, bro. I'm just looking at it from the whole picture. Not even as a
I don't even know if I can do that yet.
Bro, I think 3 MVPs.
Yeah, 3.
That's a lot, bro.
And 1 ring. KD has more.
KD only has one more.
More all-time points. More all-time everything. More all-NBA teams.
3 MVPs, bro. You know how many people has that 3 MVPs?
Bro, if we're doing it off of MVPs, then the whole list would be
I'm just looking
different.
at the whole thing, bro.
No, you're not. You're looking at MVPs.
I'm looking at the whole
What
thing.
does Jokic have besides MVPs?
Okay,
and KD?
but you can't talk about long. How long has KD been playing?
Bro, he's been playing since 07.
How long has Jokic been playing?
Not that long.
Exactly.
So we have to let his career play out. We have to let his career play out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jokic could have won MVP this year.
Yeah, he could have, but he didn't. If we're doing that, bro,
in my book, I'm putting Joker over KD, bro.
Your book, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Bro, that's not we can actually chat, bro. That's not crazy to put Jokic over KD all the time right now.
I think you're gonna get cooked on the edit, bro.
I don't think I am. I don't think I am, bro.
You said he's top. Top. You said he's over KD in your book, bro. I think they're gonna take your book back to the publishers, bro. Who else?
I'm not gonna lie,
bro. Paul George, bro. Be serious, bro.
I might have to put KD right under that. Kareem, we got Giannis, Julius Erving.
Dr. J's not over KD.
Let me say something, bro. Golly, that's before my time. I can't speak on Dr. J. That's before my time, bro. They try to say he's better than Giannis. That's way before my time, bro. Dude retired before I was born. I'm not gonna say he's better than KD or not, bro. Team, Derek. I heard a couple things about
Jerry West is not better than KD, bro.
Bro, I heard a couple things.
Have you seen his film, bro? Have you seen his film, bro? If he went with his left hand, bro, they would hyped it up, bro.
Bro,
have you seen, bro? No, bro. Just off the eye test, bro.
Let me say something, bro. I mean, you could say something about the eye test off Larry Bird just because it was a different time of basketball.
Nah, Larry Bird was actually hooping.
I know he was, but
I seen his film.
You could have knew that today.
Nah, Larry Bird would have been a bucket today.
Nah,
yeah,
but he would have been Austin Reeves today, bro.
No, he would have been, he would have been better than, he would have been an all-star, bro.
He would. Bro, okay.
Seen the stuff he was doing.
Look,
who uses their left hand just for the fun of the game?
Bro, okay.
Just for the love of the game, uses your left hand.
Back to Jerry West. Like that's
back to Jerry West.
That was before my time, but I've heard.
We know it's before your time, bro.
So I
whoa, we know it's before your time.
So I can't
bro.
really say too much about that.
Can we go back to the Thunder real quick?
Hold up. I'm trying to solidify this list. Are you putting Kevin Garnett over KD?
No.
No? What about D-Wade?
No, that's literally what we were talking about before. I put KD right over him.
Moses Malone, no. Charles Barkley. Kawhi, bro?
No.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, that's a valid point, bro.
Kawhi barely plays.
Kawhi's won with 2 different teams.
He doesn't do anything in the regular season. He doesn't do it like
regular season doesn't matter.
I know
bro.
he has.
I'm not gonna lie. Regular season doesn't matter at all,
bro. I feel like you're just basing your list off of championships, bro.
I'm not, bro. Think about it, bro. Regular season.
So, all right, bro.
It matters, but like, think about it, bro.
Let me hear why you have KD over. Let me hear why you have Kawhi over KD.
Kawhi he's won with 2 different teams, bro.
Okay.
KD's won 2. Think about it. They both have accolades and all that, right? KD's won with 2. KD's won 2 rings. Kawhi's done it with 2 different teams. His first year in Toronto, he brought them all the way, bro.
But they still have the same amount of championships.
He's won it with 2 different teams.
So
and think about his best player on Toronto. Who would you say, Siakam or Fred?
It was definitely Siakam.
Think about who Steph had, who KD had as his best players, though. Come on, bro.
That doesn't matter.
No, it matters. Teammates matter.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Teammates matter. Tell me who was KD's second best player on the Warriors?
Who was it? What?
Repeat. Who was the second best? Who was the second best player on the Warriors?
First of all, Curry was better than KD.
All right. Switch around if you want.
Still, Kawhi's not better than KD.
I'm putting Kawhi.
I feel like you just wanted to prove me wrong and take KD out of the top 15, bro. Can't I just have KD in my top 15?
I'm just saying, like, it's hard to have him in there, bro. That's elite company. Top 15 all the time, bro. That's elite company, bro.
You just said Jerry West, bro. This ain't no elite company anymore.
I'm saying that's
bro.
Before my. I didn't say Jerry West is over KD. I'm just saying, like, from what I've heard. But like I said, that's before my time, so I can't judge it. But I will say, it's not like a diss to have Kawhi over KD. I think a lot of people could have Kawhi
not really
over KD all the time.
Yes, all the time.
All the time. Man, give me Kawhi, bro. Give me the claw.
Bro. Like, what did KD do to you, bro?
Give me the claw, bro. I'm a fan of KD.
Next you're gonna tell me you're taking Harden over him.
Nah. Tim Duncan.
Bro, there's nobody else over KD.
I'm not putting Scottie Pippen over KD. I'm not putting Karl Malone over him.
Bro, don't even say that name on the pod, bro.
What?
The mailman? We're not even gonna talk about him on here, bro.
Chris Paul, nah. AD, nah.
AD, now you're just, bro.
I said no.
No. Why are you going this low?
Patrick Ewing, nah. Ray Allen, no. Shoot, hey. I told you what I said. At 15, we got KD.
But
there we go.
Not really.
KD's not even on this, by the way.
Because I don't even agree with you. And I literally just said he's around 13.
Yeah, but I say he's 15. So we just...
Can we go back to the Thunder, bro?
KD at 15. Alright, come on.
Still got the Joker. Well,
anyway. That's extremely valid. Extremely valid point. Chad, you let us know, man. KD or Joker all the time?
Oh, this gotta be rage bait.
KD over Joker all the time is not blasphemy.
Nah, bro. Like,
all right, ask the question.
I wanted to give some credit to the Thunder coach because he had an amazing season. Won Coach of the Year, first seed.
I'd rather give
it
to the Pacers coach.
He had a great season too, but we're talking about the winners right now.
Yeah, if you're not first, you're last. So go.
No offense to Brett Carlisle, like you did a great job, but first seed for most of the season. They were the first seed last year. Did a great job coaching these guys. How much credit do you think we can give to the coaches?
A lot, bro. Coaches are underrated, bro. Good coaches are getting fired left and right.
Yeah, you have the
Like,
Nuggets coach getting fired.
That was crazy.
Yeah, like we have like
maybe I don't know. Maybe they said like it was like some like non-basketball reason. I'm not sure.
I doubt it. Even the Grizz. I think that was about the Grizzlies coach, wasn't it? Because he got fired too.
Yeah, but I don't know why they fired the Nuggets coach. And think about it, even the Knicks coach got fired, bro.
Like let me.
And I know they talk about him playing his players a lot, but like
I mean, I understand.
He just brought the team
fired,
to the Western Conference Finals. And I know, like, I guess, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, the players got that far. But I don't think you get that far without a coach being...
Ever.
Bro, you get, like, think about if you have an all-players team and you have a team with a coach, I would imagine the team with the coach would win 9 out of 10 times.
Let me tell you, chat, let me tell you, being an NBA coach is like top 3 most unsafe jobs in America.
Yeah, I'd rather be a college coach.
You could win a championship 1 year, then go 2 years conference finals. Yeah, you can win a championship 1 year. You could go 2 years without like making like the finals again, and you're out of here. Like you're out of a job.
Well, I remember watching the series like when it was the Bucks versus the Nets. What year was that? 2022.
2021.
2021.
The year they won it, right?
Yeah.
2021. And
I remember like they were like, oh, is Mike Budenholzer telling Giannis to not guard KD or such and such, all of that stuff. I'm like, bro, just let the coach play like his players the way he does, because they've been number 1 seed for like 3 years in a row up until then, and then and then he won them like the whole thing, bro. And then to fire the guy, like, you get me?
Yeah, my thing about
even after your team has been plagued with injuries, bro.
My thing about that situation is, like, first of all, like, shout out PJ Tucker. Like, you held KD like 45 points in the game. Like, good. He did a good job defending him. Like, it's KD. But the reason, like, they don't have best players on best players as much in the NBA this more is not because, like, oh, Giannis is hiding.
Yeah, ducking.
It's not. He's not ducking. First of all, he's like one of the best. He's a
defensive
way better.
Players.
He's a way better interior
defensive player of the year.
Yeah, he's a way better interior defender than he is on the perimeter. KD plays most on the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
And then second of all, they do this for fatigue, because if he has to guard KD
and
on one end,
30 points a game,
then on the other end, like primary scorer, that's
you're basically
crazy.
You're basically asking him to be Travis Hunter in the NFL.
Yeah.
What do you think about guarding the best guy and then being the best guy in offense?
Like, that's really hard to do, and that's fatigue. We saw that last year when Anthony Edwards, the best player on the Wolves, tried to guard like Kyrie on one possession, and in the fourth quarter he was gassed. And then after that, fouling. That's a big reason.
He did a good job guarding Luka this year, though.
He did, but yeah, I also say like fouling out. You don't want Giannis guarding KD,
bro. Especially like when it's basically do or die, bro.
Yeah,
like
KD's gonna get a bucket anyway. It's KD.
KD is like the immovable object, bro. Like, he's gonna get where he wants. He's gonna do what he wants.
Yeah, that's why he's top 12 all time.
But like, yeah, you can't. I feel like, especially in those situations, like, think about it. Like, if you're a player, bro, you hear the media. You hear like you're the best guy on your team, and this guy is the best guy on his team, and everyone's saying, "Oh, why aren't you guarding him? Why aren't you guarding him?" But if you just know the game plan and you just stand by what your coach is telling you and what you know, like you saw the result of that, man. Just keep the outside noise outside, man. Don't let it come in.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Before we wrap it up, last topic. A lot of trades been going on in the NBA. Even after we drop this, we don't know what trades could happen. Like, way too early predictions for next year. Who do you have going to the finals?
Who do I have going to the finals, man? Let me think. I would say, depending on health, bro, and what moves they make.
That's why you can never know because of health.
Alright, if health is out of it, I don't have the Celtics going there just because they traded Drew Holiday and Tatum's coming back from
They literally just traded him like right before we started uploading this.
So, no. Bucks won't have Dame. They'll have Giannis.
Most likely.
I'm keeping it as a questionable. Pacers aren't going. Miami's not going.
Miami's definitely not going.
Who else?
You still have New York. You still have
New York Cavs.
Cavs.
So between the
Pistons
aren't going to the finals.
No, I'm just giving you names.
So Bucks, Cavs. Who'd you say again?
New York Cavs, Pistons. What else is good? I almost said Philly. Nah, you don't even got to put them on the list.
Embiid can't get his knee right.
Yeah, Max.
He's too big. He has. If Embiid had like a Giannis type build, he'd be really good. But like, at his, he might just like, I don't know, lose some weight or run differently. Because you remember at one point they were like teaching
like how to
Zion
to
run differently to like manage his weight better.
Yeah, look at
maybe he does that to
help
his knee a bit.
Bro.
You think so?
I pray not. Like I pray success over all the NBA players, but it's not looking good at all.
I think, like I just said, maybe he finds some way to take care of his knee and be healthy, and that could go a long way. I don't think he wants another MVP again, because he did get that here MVP award.
Dang, just take it. Like the same one they
say.
gave to Josh Allen, bro.
Yeah.
Like y'all can say what y'all want, bro.
Lamar
it should have been
won
Lamar.
that.
If anything, they could have given it to Josh a different year. But
I would like Shaquan to win it over Josh Allen, bro. Maybe that's not even like a strong argument.
Yeah,
like Lamar should deserve that MVP. But between the Bucks, Cavs, and New York,
but I think the Pistons can beat the Bucks in 7, especially because we don't know what Milwaukee's gonna look like.
I think they're too young to guard Giannis, bro.
This gotta be crazy.
Bro, think about it, bro.
I'm taking Detroit over Milwaukee.
I'm not, bro. I'm not. Cause they're too unpredictable. The year before this year, they were how bad were they? How many games?
No, that's not unpredictable. That's them getting steadily better.
Who says it's not gonna get worse?
Huh? What? No, they're not getting worse.
Bro, it happens.
No,
you can't just say they progress.
They're Either they're gonna stay the same or they're gonna get better. They're not gonna.
No, that's not what happens, bro.
They're not gonna have That was like one of the worst.
You can say
most
likely.
Time.
You can say most likely they'll get better, but they can get worse too.
You think they're gonna have one of the worst seasons of all time? Like they did.
No, they could have a worse season than they did this year.
You can say that.
I'm not saying they're gonna have a season comparable to last year, but I would say they can have a season worse than the season they had this year.
You could say that literally about any team in any sport.
Okay, that's why you said they can only get better. I'm saying they can get worse too. You said they can only get better. I'm saying
they will get better.
I'm saying they can get worse too. That's why.
Like obviously,
I just think they're too young to beat the Bucks in 7. The Bucks have won the championship. Like that's experience.
So
experience plays a role.
Didn't you say the same thing about Indiana?
What?
That experience.
What'd I say?
You were talking about experience when it was Indiana versus
I didn't
Milwaukee.
say that much about experience though. I said injury played a role.
Alright.
Dame went out. Dame tore his Achilles.
Alright, Milwaukee over Detroit. It's your list.
I'm just saying like who's guarding Giannis in Detroit?
So like there's players in the NBA.
He's going for 50, bro.
There's certain players that are always gonna get their.
Bro, he's going for 50 every game.
Oh, bro, that doesn't matter. Like you could drop 50.
I'll just say they're more of a mature team, and they've been in that situation. So I would have the Bucks in 6 over the Pistons. Like so that crosses them out. If I put the Bucks versus the Pistons, and the Cavs versus New York. If the Cavs don't have any injury, I'll give it to the Cavs.
Over to
New
come
York
out to come
without
out the
injury.
East, to come out the East.
Yeah.
The Cavs
over New York with no injury.
That makes sense on paper. They just be.
But who knows how it plays in real life?
On paper, that's not bad though.
And then Cavs versus Bucks. Donovan Mitchell,
Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year, Jared Allen.
That's going to 7, man. That game is going to the wire.
Oh, bro.
But, I don't know, man. Who wins that game? That game can go either way.
Giannis with the dunk to cut the lead to 42. The Bucks losing 4.
I'll say 50-50 between those two. And then
Bucks losing 5.
In the West, oof. I don't know, bro. Everyone's gonna be good this year in the West.
The West is always like separated
It's
by like.
always like that.
It's always
Rockets,
separated by like
Rockets
0.5.
just got better. Suns got better too. You could say.
The Suns got better.
You want to say they got better?
No. No.
Bro, all right. You can say I'm glazing Giannis, but you're glazing KD, bro.
Bro, they lost KD.
I know. And
Bro.
I'm saying they got better. I'm saying both teams got better, bro.
A big three of Jalen Green, Devin Booker, and Dylan Brooks. No, bro. They're not making the playoffs.
A 37-year-old that didn't want to be there.
They're not making the playoffs, bro. They're not making the playoffs.
Versus a 37-year-old that didn't want to be there, bro.
They're not making the playoffs.
I'm saying both teams got better.
Nah. Well, we'll see on paper. Cause like, whatchamacallit. If you're right, they're probably gonna find this video. Look at this corny dude with the glasses on talking about.
Hey, it's halfway through. Just take them off, bro. Take them off, so the camera can see your eyes when you're glazing KD, bro.
Bro, they already see you.
Off, bro.
They already see you hopping like this for Giannis, but
they're probably telling you in the comments, take it out your mouth for KD, bro.
oh, bro.
All right,
the comments are gonna agree with me, bro.
I got the Lakers being
We're saying all this
15th, 16th, like they always are.
We're saying all this about the comments. This video's about to get like 12 views.
We're gonna get like,
We'll get like 6 views.
We're gonna be like,
Oh.
10 likes. Lakers in the 5th seed. Wolves being 3rd seed.
The Wolves are always a good pick.
Wolves at 3rd. OKC at 1. Denver at 2. Warriors at 6.
They're gonna have a full year Jimmy, so that's not.
I
bad.
can't put them at 4th.
No, I'm saying that's a good place.
Rockets at 4th. I feel like it's really good.
Yeah, who else is in the West? Pelicans aren't going nowhere.
I'll put Pelicans at 9th.
Well, Spurs might be good.
I'll put Spurs at 6th. Oh, at 7th. So, Lakers at 5th, Warriors at 6th, Spurs.
Portland's not going to be good.
Spurs, 7th. It's not bad at all.
Who else is in the West?
All right, one more seed.
All right, let me give you some
I
names.
feel like I'm missing like one decent team. Memphis. What do you think?
Let's see.
I feel like Memphis at 8 is not bad.
Yeah, but... Oh, you're forgetting the Clippers.
Oh, Clippers are going to be in there, bro. Dang it. What's the stack?
It's always stacked, bro. It's always separated like 0.5 games, bro.
Okay,
I'm taking the Clippers over the
Memphis.
Grizzlies. So I put the Clippers at 8, but like you can't really do like because like the 3rd seed and the 8th seed are gonna be separated by like 1 game, bro.
Mm-hmm. I won't do a play.
So it doesn't even mean that much.
And then Memphis. You think they'll move John Morant anytime soon?
Nah,
I don't think so either. Like he's
unless he wanted out. But besides that,
I feel like he signs another big contract, and then maybe after that,
that man
like, get that money, bro.
That man worth over $250 million, bro.
Yeah.
Golly.
Doing what he does, this is none of my business, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I really hope I hope he finds Jesus, bro. Like I find him close to like. Let me not say that because I obviously don't know his relationship. Like I shouldn't talk about God.
That's why I can't speak on that. Like I don't know these players' personal lives. I can base my basketball on that too. Like I don't know how they're out with their families. Like
yeah, but
let's keep it basketball. That's what I do. So
I hope he's straight though, like mentally.
Yeah.
Not a bad
I
ranking,
forgot.
but who you got making it out?
This was Memphis. Okay. Let's say OKC versus Clippers.
OKC wins in 4 or 5.
They went in 6. Clippers are a good team.
Wait, did they just win the 6?
Bro, Clippers are a good team, bro. They just play some hard people. They took the Nuggets to 7. And like,
and they lost to OKC.
Almost every time they play them.
Yeah, you take the Nuggets.
And Nuggets have gone to the finals and the conference finals, so it's like if they get over that hump, it's like.
So what you have it going to?
It's
6?
like whoever the Ravens play, bro. It's like.
That's way different though.
It is different, but I'm saying like the situations. You get what I mean?
All right. So you have it.
It's like this year, like Ravens lost against the Bills. The Bills lost against the Chiefs, and then Chiefs I guess lost against the Eagles. But Clippers and I'll say OKC in 6.
Okay.
So we got OKC moving forward, and then Denver versus Spurs. I'll give it to Denver. You agree?
Pretty easily too.
Unless they have Giannis, then they're like 3rd seed, bro. Or 1st seed. Warriors. Okay, Warriors. Who is this? This is Wolves. Wolves versus Warriors.
They could have went to 7 this year if Curry was healthy, because the Wolves beat them this year.
What was he?
But then again, that goes back to what we were saying in the beginning. We never know of injuries.
Yeah. Could have been worse. Maybe not. Wolves. I'll let you pick this one.
Wolves and Warriors?
Yeah, with everyone healthy.
If everyone healthy, I'm picking Curry and Butler in like 7.
In 7?
Because it could go. It could really go.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If the Wolves add pieces,
it can go either way, bro.
If the Wolves add pieces, or even if they play 100% the way they were, that's like a 50-50 game.
Yeah, like I had it.
Let's flip a coin for that one.
I had Warriors in 7 this year.
Actually,
tails for heads for what?
T for Wolves. So tails.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
Tails.
All right, Wolves got it.
Wolves moving on again.
Dang.
Then we have
bro. Edwards really just be taking out the old people, bro.
Bro, he does it, bro.
That man swept KD, beat LeBron.
Then we had Rockets versus Lakers.
I got Rockets.
You think so?
Yeah, I got Rockets. Yeah, I got Rockets, bro. I don't know what Luka's gonna be looking like.
I feel like it's.
We also got to see how Houston looks like.
Think about LeBron's mindset of playing KD, bro.
Strive for greatness, kid from Akron.
That game's a tough one. Me personally, I have to go to Lakers.
That is true.
Besides KD, that's a young team. Like,
yeah, they play hard though.
They do. Thompson is just. He has that dog in him, bro.
He does.
I got that rock in him, bro.
Like, bro. Like he don't got no chihuahua like Dylan Brooks, bro.
He's that guy, bro. I feel like he'll be the best player like once KD's gone.
Okay.
Wait, I said once KD's gone,
yeah,
he'll be the best player.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Not this season, no. He's going into his sophomore year.
Cause you also have Sengun. He's their all-star.
I'm going Lakers. Are you still going Rockets?
Yeah, bro, I'm still going Rockets.
Let's flip for it.
I mean, this is your list. Cause I was gonna tell you my predictions after.
Okay, I'll go. Young team. This is a tough one, bro. But like, I can't take LeBron out of the equation. It's like one of those guys you can't bet against.
I guess, but like, it's not.
You don't know, bro.
Yeah, but like, I'm gonna let you do it because we also don't know what Houston's gonna look like.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they don't play well together.
They could get worse. It could be like the Nets situation.
Yeah, because the thing about Jalen was a young player, so he's obviously. I would kind of say young players play well with other young players. You get me? But it could. I would say Lakers. So Lakers versus OKC.
You know who I would pick.
OKC in 6.
5.
And 5.
Their defense is like tearing whatchamacallit. They're tearing the Lakers apart, bro. Like Luka's gonna be in like prison.
Lakers are gonna get a big, bro.
So we have whatchamacallit.
Then you have Luka on the perimeter, LeBron just wherever he wants.
Bro.
Reeves on the perimeter or wherever he wants.
I don't think their big would be better than OKC's bigs.
I feel like they could get a real big if they want, bro.
I'm still putting my money on the champs. It's your list though.
If they stay the way they are, I would go OKC. But if the Lakers get a real big, like the one that we're gonna get from Charlotte,
Mark Williams, he's a decent big man.
I feel like a good big would make a big difference. It would just space the flow out so much more, and they could really get what they want, especially defensively too. So if Lakers get a big, they have a chance. But just keeping things as they are now, I'll say OKC. And then and then what is it? Denver versus who do we say?
The Wolves? You said you beat the Wolves.
Denver versus Wolves.
That's gonna go to 7. That's going to 7.
I'm going Denver, bro.
There's literally no argument. It's literally 50-50, bro. So you just gotta pick one. Because literally, like, one play would
Then
make
we're
the
back
difference,
at
bro.
the same thing that we had this year. OKC.
Denver and OKC. It went to 7 this year. It could literally be one play that could make the difference, bro. Like, that's how...
I would say if
That's how close they are.
I would say if Denver gets like a really good player or like even like a decent almost all-star guy in free agency or just like you get what I mean without taking anything from Denver, I would say they beat OKC because of that. But if they stay the way they are, it's 50-50.
I'm not gonna. I was about to say that they could take them like 6 or 7 with this team right now.
Yeah. So
you have who do you have?
Denver or OKC 50-50. But if I had to pick one, I don't believe Shea is better than Jokic.
Yeah, well, actually, Jokic is better, so I can't even say anything about that.
Yeah, and I believe he's smart enough player to like pick up something from the series last year and make adjustments, and they have a new coach, and he's not bad at making adjustments. Think about he just picked up that team that year, and he still took him OKC to 7. So
I can't disagree with that.
I would have to go with Denver over OKC in 7.
So you have a Denver new. Who did you pick? You picked Cleveland, right? I think you picked Cleveland.
I say like either Cleveland or the Bucks.
So let's go Denver, Cleveland.
Well, I guess I'm a Giannis fan, so it's like, but Denver, Cleveland, Denver, Cleveland, with everyone healthy. I don't see who's guarding Jokic.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mobley can't guard
Denver
Jokic.
might win that at 5, bro.
Mobley can't guard Jokic, bro.
No one can.
And you're not gonna ask Mitchell to guard him because he has to still do his thing in offense.
Mitchell couldn't even guard him.
I'm just saying, like, cause you know how they use Caruso.
Yeah, but like Mitchell's not even that.
If
type
they wanted
of player.
to try that, like,
they would have to try that with like someone else, maybe like Ty Jerome or something.
Might have to go with Denver in 5. 6 if they sneak one.
I don't even think Cleveland can. I agree with Denver in 5.
I feel like Cleveland is like such a paper team, bro.
Yeah, like on paper, but like when they get to the playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all I'm gonna give you mine and then we'll close out.
Yeah.
In the East, I really think it's between Detroit did really good this year.
But are you picking Detroit over the Bucks? Like, feelings aside, are you picking Detroit over the Bucks?
I think they could. I think they could beat them in 7 games.
Why?
Because they took New York to 6. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, just looking at every team, I would pick New York to come out of here. I think the team that would give them the most problems is probably Detroit again. Because just matchup wise, Detroit.
Think about even the Bucks versus New York. I know New York has more stars, but just think about Giannis alone.
It's only Giannis though. His second best.
He did shit out, bro.
Giannis and Bobby Portis aren't beating New York.
I just don't see like, yeah, you can let that one player go on a run, but I just feel like there's some players like you can't, even if he's that one guy, you can't let him go on a run.
It's like a Indiana thing from with Detroit though. Like they just play so good together over just Giannis and friends.
I'm just saying, like I feel like you do have those players where you can't let them go on a run, bro.
There's things you can do to slow Giannis down.
Build a wall?
No, I'm just saying, like, there's things you could do, but, like, just Detroit is either way, I'm still picking New York to come out the East anyway.
Even, like, with New York, who on New York? Cat? Are you putting cat on Giannis?
Bro, Giannis isn't going to the East by himself.
Are you putting cat on Giannis though, bro?
What does that have to do with what does that?
You said with New York,
huh? You don't win a series by one player. Yeah, New York comes out. I think New York comes out the East.
All right, who do you think's coming out the
West? Pelicans, you can put a big X on
already
them.
crossed up.
You can put another X on them. Okay.
Hey, unless Zion gets right, man.
They've been saying that since. If Zion gets right, they've been saying that. Hey,
next LeBron, bro.
you seen
second coming of LeBron.
y'all seen Zion's offseason workouts?
Hey.
This might be the year.
He's getting it.
This might be the year. Ben Simmons hit a 3 in open runs. I think he finally figured it out. All right. Yeah. Ben Simmons ain't never figuring it out. All right. OKC, Denver. OKC's gonna get the first seed in my opinion. Denver. Damn, we low-key forgot the Kings.
The what?
The Kings.
Nah. All the teams we name are better.
Clippers.
They're like comparable to Memphis.
Mavs.
Okay, if you're one of the teams in the West, what teams? And you're the first seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you're like one game away from the second seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
What team do you want to avoid playing? What team do you basically dug?
Denver.
I would say the Wolves, bro.
Alright, so
I feel like the Wolves are just a team I don't want to play.
I'm not gonna do like a whole bracket, but I'll just give reasonings of why I don't think they can make it to the finals.
But like I said, like what team would you rather dug? The Wolves or Denver?
I'd rather dug Denver.
You think so?
I mean, bro, they're both teams like.
I just feel like if the Wolves get it up on you, bro, it's actually like you're getting 100 by Wolves. Like it's hard to beat, bro.
All right, let's do process elimination. You can cross out the Mavs. You can cross out the Spurs.
I didn't even put Mavs in the playoffs. Over who?
What did I take out?
Did you take the Clippers out?
Nah.
Spurs?
Nah. What is
Who'd
this
you take
team?
out? Rockets?
Oh, I forgot the Rockets got. I forgot about the Rockets.
You're putting Mavs over the Rockets?
No, the Rockets just slipped my mind. Okay, the Rockets, good team. Do they make the finals though with KD?
No.
I don't think KD's gonna touch the finals again in his career.
You don't think so?
At this point, no.
I feel like if he just asks to, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like if he asks to get traded again, like.
So, bro, it's just sad at this point.
I feel like you gotta like sit down and talk to him. Like, come on, man. Like, it's like let's say there's this. KD's a great player, bro. Let's say there's this one guy, right? He has one girlfriend, and they break up. It's like, and this girl's just saying like the same, like all these things. It's all these things about her, bro. And then so he's like, bro, I'm done with this girl. She's the issue. I'm going on to the next girl. Man, same thing. I don't know what's wrong with this girl. I'm going on to the next girl.
So you're saying he's the
bro.
problem?
I don't know, bro. Bro, after 4 girls.
Oh, I'm cutting.
You want a new girl every time, bro? I'm like, man, maybe.
Clippers aren't making it. The Wolves could make it. I don't see them being OKC though. I don't see them being Denver. Warriors are my favorite team.
Wolves versus OKC?
No, I'm just doing process elimination. Like teams that I think
I
are
like
ready.
to put them up against each other.
Warriors are my favorite team.
Warriors aren't beating.
Let me break it down.
Half of those people.
They can beat the Rockets. They beat the Rockets.
You see the way I did it?
You did a bracket. I'm just doing process elimination because I don't want to that would take too long.
Mm-hmm.
Warriors are my favorite team, but I don't think they could be OKC at all.
You said Warriors aren't beating. Yeah, they're not.
I don't think they're beating. I don't think they're beating Denver.
5 games you're lucky. Gentleman sweep.
We get 1 game.
Yeah,
I don't
gentleman
think
sweep.
Maybe 2.
I don't know what 2. Bro.
Maybe. No, I'm joking. I don't think we're beating Denver. Like
same outcome. OKC and
I still have the Lakers on here though.
Who are they gonna beat?
No, I'm just like.
But you said when I made my list, you said they're gonna get knocked out way before.
Cause you did matchups. I'm just doing teams I think are like the best. I think the Warriors are better than the Lakers, so I'll take off the Lakers. Now I'm down to Denver, OKC. Like, I really think it's gonna be OKC, New York for next year.
OKC, New York. Who do you have?
OKC.
You said OKC. You ain't, I don't think, bro.
Like I know
Denver or OKC.
Huh?
Is Denver or OKC?
No, I said OKC or New York. I have OKC making it to the finals again.
Mm.
Like I know we haven't seen a repeat since like 2018. But
Bro,
if it was ever gonna be a team, it would be OKC.
They're cool, but I don't think they're like that.
They're cool.
They're like a little puppy, man.
They just want to.
They ain't got that dog in them.
They just want to.
I bet you.
They don't got a dog in them, bro. I'm literally about to play the clip of them barking, bro. Like they got that dog in them, bro. Like there's no, bro. This is the best defensive team in basketball.
I don't think any team is scared to go to 7 with OKC.
It don't matter if they're scared.
The NBA Finals, 4 games to 3 against the Thunder. They lost the last game, 103-91.
Thank you, Siri. I don't think that's the thing too, bro.
Who did you have winning again? What?
No team is scared of OKC.
That doesn't matter.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm like, just saying, no team is scared of OKC.
I have OKC going to the finals, bro.
Okay.
And who'd you have going?
Denver.
So you have OKC. You had Denver winning. I had OKC winning.
I said a close game, 7 games. I said if Denver has one more superstar player, they won that in 7. If they stay the same, it's 50-50. But I like OKC better. I think they just improve off what they learned from. Maybe they don't foul Shea as much, or just, you get what I mean? I feel like they learn enough to beat them. Just get that small edge over them. That's why I have OKC going to the finals.
I guess we'll wait and see.
Denver.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it could be like something completely random.
This could be upside down.
It could be neither, but
Kings could win it off all we know, man.
Let's not get too crazy.
They might pull Indiana.
If the Kings did it, bro, I'll do like whatever the craziest comment says. I do it. If the Kings win it this year, if the Kings win it for the 2026 championship, I'll do what the craziest comment says. Kings aren't sniffing anything. But that's all I gotta add for this episode of Unscripted.
That's all I've got, man.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in for Unscripted. Remember, it doesn't matter if you have the script in life, because God is your author.
Yes, sir.
He'll take you wherever you need to go. Jesus loves y'all. Kinski signing out. Yuri signing out.
Stay blessed.
God bless y'all.